I'm in the car wash right now, trying to get all the ash off my car from the fires this week. I heard you're not supposed to just rinse them off. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe so. So here I am doing the expensive wash in the car wash. But this morning, let's see, how has my morning been going? It's been going good. I'm super relaxed today. Slept really good last night. At first, I was so anxious last night. I don't know what that's all about. Like, I just, wow, that's loud. My anxiety kind of kicked up a notch last night, and so I took some Serenity and some Adaptive and ended up falling asleep and sleeping really sound all night long. It was awesome. And I woke up this morning and got to hang out with my husband and my mom. My mom's living with us right now. And that was fun. We enjoyed ourselves, had some of my good coffee, which is, we're drinking this coffee from the Astoria Brewing Company that is Papua New Guinea blend, and it is so good. But we're making it with spring water from Oregon because there's this spring on the way home from Astoria that we got water from. And so it's pretty amazing coffee. And then I had some I had some wild idea that I needed to go cut my hair. And so I do this thing when I feel artistically creative, which I have, a history of being involved in art and liking to do it, and I enjoy it a lot. But cutting hair is one of those things. It was actually my first profession. I went to cosmetology school when I was in high school, and I was a hairdresser for a few years and then moved on to other things. But this morning I just got this idea that I needed to go add layers to my hair and give me one of those nice long shags, and I love the way it turned out. And I literally felt myself dive into a vortex when I started cutting my hair. And when I do that, like my art stuff, I don't always remember, which is weird, but I think other artists would probably recognize that as being a thing that we do. I just kind of went into the vortex and started cutting, and I love the way it turned out. I love it. And then I have one of those wands, those little curling wands that my friend Echo showed me when we were in New York earlier this year, and used that, and I don't know, works out. I'm happy with it. I've had a couple people this week talk about my skin looking good, which is funny. So I want to talk about that a little bit as the car wash comes back over the car. I thought I had this great idea that I would be able to make a video in the car wash. But anyhow, so my skin, I use doTERRA Virage products. I don't know, I don't look at my skin and think that it looks all that great because I'm, 47 and a half, and I can see the aging happening. So it's a little different. Like, I can see all these things that are different and weird. And then I have a whole aspect of my social group that they say things like, oh, this is amazing, you're aging, it's beautiful, you should be proud of aging. But I grew up with a grandmother that told me she was never older than 29, and she was very beautiful, and she was a dancer, and she was very thin, and planned to get me a nose job, all those things when I was younger. So I have an acute awareness to things like that. So yeah, I use the doTERRA Virage, and I love this stuff. I especially like the Immortal serum that's in it. It's all full of yummy essential oils, and it smells amazing, and I like that. So I use that every day. And then at night I use yarrow palm oil on my skin and on doTERRA Essentials, the lotion, the cream. I don't have it with me right this second, so I can't remember the exact name of it, but I have a routine, so I guess that's the thing. You got to do that as you get older, apparently. Or not. I think more than anything, I noticed that my skin looks better if I drink enough water. And so, like, if I'm drinking about a gallon of water a day, it looks really good. And if I'm not, like right now, I'm not, and I can see all the lines in my skin. And that's the thing, right? My gas light just came on, so I'm gonna run out of gas in the car wash. No, I'm not. But yeah, so that's the thing. And then I also, like, today, like I said, I cut my hair and did it myself. So I'm more than just a midwife. I can cut my own hair. I can paint. I can do crazy things like that. But I did my hair, and then afterwards I used my little root to tip serum that I love as well. Super into this stuff, but and it's just like life routine, and it just is what I do. But I'm happy with it. I had a couple people talk about my skin and stuff. Like I said, it's funny to me to hear that, but thank you. And I also have had some people give me some topics that they want. Oh, I get to drive out now. I should put my seatbelt on because there's somebody behind me. I have had some people give me some topics that they want me to talk about pregnancy. So I will try to hit on some of that stuff this week. And it's things like reflux and craniosacral therapy and all that. So I will try to do that later this week and try to kind of keep hitting on those kind of topics. But honestly, it's just kind of fun talking about stuff and talking about life and sharing my little routines and how I do things and how I have to, remember to take care of myself in the midst of taking care of everyone else, which is a really big deal. It's a really, really big deal. Like, I mean, for example, like being a midwife, like I go through these phases where I'm healthy and fit, and then I go through these phases where I gain weight because, I think life happens, for one. Life happens. You get a lot of stuff going on, like I talked about yesterday. Like I had quite the parenting journey, and which continues because that's just when your kids turn 18 that you're not done. But like life just happens and you experience different things, and like it's not always easy to take care of yourself or prioritize self-care. So I'm leaving the car wash and heading to the grocery store because I also like started this whole Beachbody thing with my son's girlfriend, Genesee, who she like got me all set up, and I'm doing all this funny little portion control with foods and focusing on how much protein and how much carbs. And previously in life, like I got really thin and really fit and really healthy doing an all paleo diet, which I don't want to do that right now. I actually want to have some carbs. I personally feel a slight difference in my energy. I'm not going to say more than a slight. I feel a difference in my energy with it. But so I'm just going to try this new thing and see how it works out. So I'm going to the grocery store to buy some healthy foods. Start back up because I started this before the fires and then kind of, got sidetracked with not being able to breathe or see or be able to go outside. It was kind of, it felt dramatic to me, and I think it felt dramatic to a lot of other people. And I mean, I feel so bad for all those people that lost their homes. Like here I am bitching about breathing, but breathing is a huge issue, and we all should be able to breathe fresh air all the time, every day, right? But they say, like, I don't know, I might have the number wrong, but I think they said around 3,500 people or residential structures burnt down in Southern Oregon in these fires. And I mean, I know someone that lost their home, and I know people that know several people that lost their homes. I mean, there were whole towns gone, whole little towns where a lot of really cool people lived. And, and you don't have to be a cool person. It's not about that. Lots of people lost their homes, and that's terrible, 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 terrible. But anyway, we can breathe again here, and the sky is blue, and my car is washed, and my skin is moisturized, and I've cut my hair, and here we go, just to go get back on track after having some pretty significant things happen. Not only, I mean, I talked yesterday about significant things that have been happening in life, but in life and in the state, in the country, there's a lot going on. So remember self-care, figure out something. What are you doing for self-care? Tell me how you take care of yourself. Tell me things you use. What are your secrets to your health? I'd love to hear them. Okay, bye.